1, 2, 3, clap.
Jesus.
Let's try that one more time.
Yeah, that was real bad.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Oh, fuck.
I think the problem is that I'll wait on you to say clap.
I did, and then I go.
Yeah.
All right, on clap.
So 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. So we need to go on
1,
3,
2,
but it'd
3.
be after he
Yeah.
says 3.
It's 1, 2, 3, clap.
Yeah, so don't say
Alright.
clap. Just
Don't say
1,
it
2,
now.
3, and then we'll
All
clap.
right,
We'll all clap. Then it won't be as
1,
obvious.
2, 3.
Hey! See, you
Yeah.
were fucking us up the whole time.
Dude, that was you.
It's
It
you,
was like a 4.5 count.
Mr. Producer.
Yeah,
it's like trying to sing along with Drake in that one song where he says "baby" like on the offbeat. That's hard. Nobody
Welcome
else.
to
All right, just me.
That's just you.
Time for the new show. It's time for the new show. So get back home, take off your fucking clothes, 'cause it's time for the new show.
Welcome to episode 7 of Noob Show. We are again joined by Toker, Mahogany, and I'm assuming Drunk Matt. But only
no.
time will tell.
What? Agua. Just agua.
That's fire water.
Is that just neat vodka
It's
or gin?
it's gin. Yeah, I would drink gin.
Yeah, if you're drinking warm vodka, then that's when you know. That's when you know that you're an alcoholic.
Neat
That's-
vodka
I have
is
a whole
good.
freezer dedicated to liquor. I keep liquor. At
That's
freezer.
fine.
Yeah.
I
don't
found
know.
out if you're drinking bottom shelf shots of vodka, just boom, you're an alcoholic.
Yeah,
that's the
I can
key.
drink. There's certain things I can drink. There's some bourbons I can drink. Room temperature, not bad.
Yeah.
But most white liquors I can't. I like to have them chilled.
I learned my drink of choice is probably just vodka and some type of juice. Just because it's good.
Well,
It
with
doesn't-
vodka doesn't have a whole lot of flavor in and of itself. That's why it works well with a lot of other
Good
things.
vodka has no flavor.
Right.
Bad vodka, you definitely know you're drinking
Tastes like
flesh mince. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
This is not good. This is here. I am drinking this solely so I can feel different.
Yeah, this has like a little funky. Oh, there's a toenail. That's not a taste.
Ooh.
That's where you buy the. That's the $5.99 bottle at the back
You're
corner.
drinking the vodka and something tickles your lip, and you're like, "Oh, I thought they only put the worm in tequila." And the person's like, "They do only put the worm in tequila." And you're like, well, then
Oh.
"What's in this vodka?"
Oh my god.
Did I mention that was 10% off? It's like, you still want it? Yeah.
I remember I was closing down the bar at this place that I worked one time, and we had to do inventory every night of all the bar stuff.
Excessive,
and so
that makes sense. Yeah, I get
yeah,
it.
I mean it was excessive kind of, but it was just like, it was just like the stuff that was right up front kind of. It wasn't a whole lot of stuff. It was like 13 wines we had to count and whatever. So anyway, I'm counting the wine and I pick up this one bottle and I see something kind of like sticking out from underneath where like the label is around the neck of the bottle. And so I turn it upside down and the biggest, most intricate spider I've ever seen up close just comes floating up from the neck to the top.
No. No.
He
It
is
was
living his
everything
best.
that I could do with
That's
my
his best
life
life.
to not drop it and have to clean up that spider.
Oh,
I sat it down and then I screamed. Everybody's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "There's a spider in that wine."
oh my
There's a
God. Can you
spider.
imagine? He's like,
Like, could you imagine pouring
Hey,
that
Mom.
to somebody?
You know they
Like-
make wines and liquors like that. Like you can buy some kind of snake liquor, which is just a snake in a bottle of liquor.
This wine has a hint of tarantula in it.
I mean, this was
tarantula.
absolutely certain of an accident, but
I wonder if that's equivalent. I mean, like the spiders, that's equivalent to like your kid getting a job on a cruise ship for 2 years. You're like, yay!
I've thought about that, man.
You're probably
Not
gonna have a good
cooking.
time, and you're probably gonna die.
I don't want to cook on a cruise ship because I heard that's the fucking worst.
Dude,
I almost
that's
got
rough.
conned into that. Almost
when-
got conned.
When you're not sleeping in your bed, someone else is sleeping in that bed.
oh
Yeah,
no.
that's,
Oh,
that's
you'll
called
be-
hot cotting. Hot cotting.
You'll be in the ocean for months and maybe never see it.
Yeah.
Like to
Yeah.
be in the middle of the ocean and not see the water because you basically live below deck without a
Yeah.
window.
If
I was
you're
like, no, fuck that.
if you're gonna work on a cruise ship, the best jobs I heard are the like directors and stuff, where you go around just making sure people are having a good time, or some kind of dealer in the casino, because when you go into port, the casino's closed and you can go off the boat and have a good old fucking time.
There you
I
go.
know you
I don't
work
know.
for like 6 months and you get all your pay at the end.
If you get paid, that's the thing. I like cruise ships. I've only been on one. I loved it, but yeah. So I think the last day I was there, like the guy that'd been kind of like hanging out with us, the server guy that'd been, and I tipped him. Always tipped him good. But I had like the whole free 18 drinks a day thing. Like it was just keep them coming.
That's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah,
Because it's if you guys ever tried to drink 15 drinks in a day on a boat, you can do it, but it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I did it, and I got so I got that was we were in a club. It was like 4 a.m. or something like that, and this little lady, she was about 4.5 foot tall. She was really short, but really like a tough, like Asian lady. I don't know if I'd had 15 drinks. So I don't know what country she was from, but she said 15, you did it, and she fist bumped me, and then she said, you go.
Get out.
You made it. Leave.
You made it.
God.
It's
Get
hard.
outta
15
here.
drinks is hard to do in a day, even when you start at 9 o'clock in the morning.
They will do if you do shots, that counts as 2 drinks,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well then that's easy.
and you're also on a timer too. But my uncle discovered on that timer you can take a shot, walk to the next bar, and by the time you get to that next bar, the timer's up.
So the trick with that is you have about 3 servers that are going to be with you for your journey. Like they kind of stay with you, and you just tip them like $20 the first day.
Oh
And they
yeah,
stay
if
with you, and then you get free doubles, and you don't have to worry about shot counts and all that stuff. So
you
That's what
tip
you do.
them well, they'll take care of you.
yeah, you do that. You
I mean,
know,
what are you gonna do? Drink and drive home? You're on a fucking boat.
on a
you
fucking
know?
boat. Well, then with somebody falling overboard, I don't know. And you can. It's
you
not.
can, but
That's not safe.
Yeah.
it's
I don't
also,
know, like being on a cruise in general, I have literal nightmares about it.
Yeah,
Like that's what I like when I had a nightmare. It was usually I was on a cruise boat. And-
I loved it.
oh my god!
why is the cruise the nightmare, Mahogany?
Because the ocean is frightening.
We could test this.
You
We could
should
just
be
rent a
afraid of
motel
it.
room and get a waterbed. It's basically the same thing.
And you
No,
put baby
no,
oil
no,
all
no,
over the
no.
waterbed, and that makes
No,
it
no,
just
no.
like a cruise ship.
No. See, the thing that's scary about the ocean is the fact that it's somebody else's house. Right?
Hold on.
You
I like
know?
how you went somebody as one.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're-
just
It's
in
really an
general,
apartment
it doesn't
complex
matter.
from
you
hell.
Were,
Yeah.
you were an intruder at from the time you take one toe and step it into the ocean. You were an intruder. You're a home
true.
invader. You didn't knock. You just came in, and they have the right to do whatever they would like to do to you.
What is fish done to you?
It's not that they've done anything to. Well, I'm allergic to them, so they could kill me by me.
You're
trying
only
to
allergic
eat
to them if you eat them, right?
They hit.
Maybe I don't know.
They hit her touch AC is what they do.
Oh.
I think so. I think they might. I don't know. Like I've always wondered that. I've not had any fish just touch me in the wild, but when I was in St. Croix, there were all these fish that were swimming around very near me, and it just made me realize how many are close to me, here in these waters where
yeah.
you can't see what's near you. And then I have had stuff actually brush up against me, and that's just the fucking end of it. No,
I
I'm outta
apologize
here.
for that profusely last time. So just move on.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mahogany. That ocean is
The ocean.
terrifying, but I don't think there's anything in that ocean that can take down a cruise ship.
Yo.
Have you seen
You-
seen Cthulhu? I don't know if you've seen, or not even Cthulhu, just what is it? 10,000 leagues under the 20,000 leagues, 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Say this cruise ship breaks down. Now you're stuck in this ocean. Where you gonna go? But what's gonna happen to you? Probably
It's
not
shark
good
attack
things.
time.
Exactly.
No,
If
if
that
it breaks
cruise ship-
down, you're not sinking. But at that point, other people on the boat start to try to eat you.
Yeah,
like,
it's just a general all around nightmare.
It's not a fish's fault.
But
do you-
if I try to go into that ocean, then I'm fish food.
And
Oh,
I'd
yeah, you're gonna
I would
get
like
eaten.
to announce the Homebrew Detritus Cruise. Come with us now.
Oh my
6 out
god,
of
that's our
7 of
stretch
us will
goal.
be there.
That's our stretch goal.
We have 4 patrons now. We can do this.
It's just a John boat that goes down the Edisto River for a quarter mile.
Hey, it's
But,
the longest
technically-
black river south of the Mississippi.
You won't see me on that fucker either.
I'm fine
No,
with the
there's
Edisto.
shit in that water. I ain't getting
Yeah, but-
leached.
I know what's in that water though, and I'm fine with it.
If you knew what was in that water, you shouldn't be fun.
When my backyard flooded to 4 feet, I wouldn't have put a toe in that water. Fuck that.
Hell no.
Have you ever been chased by a water moccasin?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. It's terrifying.
It really is. In North Carolina with my dad, and he's just laughing at me.
Just use a stick.
Yeah, I don't normally swim with a stick.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
You know, that's weird. It just made me think about that because I have no problem going in the ocean, but I don't like going in parts of the woods because of wild animals, and yet sharks. You know, I don't know.
This is my plea for everyone to just stay inside. It's safer there.
I like the cruise ship because I take my little deck chair and I'll scoot it all the way to the railing, then put my feet dangle my legs over the side of the ship, and then have people bring me drinks all day. I was in heaven. It's great.
I love the cruises. I want to go back to a cruise.
It's fantastic.
I like going to tropical islands, but I will fly there. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean
See?
you can
Time.
literally do an all inclusive kind of a thing at a tropical island and get the same thing for and be on land. Just
See, I'm more about fuck flying. You want to talk about us not supposed to be there?
Yeah, but at least you're there for less time. You're on that boat. You're on that boat for days. You're in the air for at most. I don't know what's the longest flight, 30-something hours coming from fucking to.
That's a long
Australia or
fucking
something.
time.
Yeah,
But you're right.
I'm okay. I'd still rather be on the boat.
Technically, you're above the water, right? I mean, technically, on a boat, you're not actually in their habitat. If you spent 30 hours in the ocean out in the deep sea,
What's
Probably
also
not
cool
in well.
about cruise ships, say your boat does go down, we have a couple tiny boats to go onto. There's not tiny planes on every airplane.
They're called parachutes, dummy.
They don't give you those
the pilot
either.
has one, and that's it.
You
Yeah.
got a flotation device under your seat.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That flotation.
Exactly.
Oh, you losers are flying like regular planes. I'm talking those VIP jets that I take around to places.
It gets you closer to
I
God,
always
right?
thought like the flotation device in the plane though. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, they only work once you get to the water. I mean, you're. I need to float. I need to float while I'm up here at 30,000 feet, right? You don't need to.
Did y'all see that plane
I
I
can
can
recently?
swim. The
That,
what?
Yeah.
The engine just exploded leaving Colorado
Yes.
to Honolulu.
There were like people posting pictures of that while they were on another plane while they were watching that on the news on their plane.
I saw that. I read it.
Yeah, I know, I already know how I'm gonna die, so I'm not really worried about. I am
You
really
know
afraid
how
of,
you're gonna die.
Yeah, but I'm really afraid of flying, but only in as much as I know that it's not a bridge. So the worst thing that's gonna happen is it's gonna suck bad, but I'm not gonna die.
I know I'm not
So
going
how-
to die of old age.
How do you know you're gonna die, Mahogany?
I've been having dreams about it since childhood. I know it's gonna
my
happen.
God.
I'm gonna die on a bridge in a collapse. It's gonna be epic.
Why do you
But
live?
until
Why do
then-
you live in an area of the country that has
I know.
97,000 bridges?
When I moved to Charleston, I was like, "That's it. it's definitely gonna happen."
Go to the
like this now.
Midwest.
I have a bridge between my driveway and the mailbox. This is not the place for
Yeah.
you to live.
I know, right? But then that's when I was like, you know what? I never get to see how old I am in that. So, at some point
Yeah.
it's going to happen. But at some point it was going to happen anyway. So,
Yeah.
at least I know, I can take this flight. It'll be fine. I might fly to the bridge where I'm going to die.
So then, what are you worried about being on a cruise ship for?
Because it will be horrible. You guys don't understand. The worst thing in the world that can happen while I'm alive is for something gross to touch me.
You know
that
what's under a
might happen
bridge?
in the ocean.
Water.
Yeah.
Oh
Water's
god.
But it's-
under most bridges.
But it's not. I mean, I'm creeped out by everything I touch. I'm
But
creeped
relax.
out by the
It's
water.
all
Oh.
water under the bridge.
Oh, is it?
Mahogany, you're never gonna want to go to New Orleans because
Yeah.
to get to New Orleans, there's a 5-mile bridge.
And the fact that New
went-
Orleans is underwater, so
Yeah.
There's this ridiculous bridge on the Blue Ridge Parkway that I was a passenger, in the car, and I was like, I was so mad at the girl that was driving because she sucked at driving and she wouldn't let me drive, and she couldn't turn around. We saw the bridge coming. She's like, well, I can't pull over now. I was like, yes, you can. You can pull over right now. She's like, but I can't pull over now. Yes, you can. And then we got on the bridge that went on for miles where we really couldn't
I know which one
pull
you're
over
talking
or
about.
turn around. It's like, you fucking asshole.
There's no water under that
There's
bridge.
so
You're right
much.
about that. It's just a long
that's
fucking
just
way down.
Mountains and rocky death. Woohoo.
Unless you have one of those flotation devices that they have on airplanes.
Then you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Just float like a bird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change gears here because
You
the other
should.
night I woke up with something in my teeth, and this led my brain to wonder why isn't our next stage of evolution beaks on the end of our tongues?
So you can pick your own teeth?
You can pick your own teeth.
Oral sex.
Answered. Good answer. Good answer.
I mean, you
I don't
got
know what's
control of
worse.
it.
His answer or your affirmation that was a good answer?
Well, I mean, would you want to have oral sex done to you with somebody that had like
Had a beak?
sticking up on their tongue?
Oh, I thought that he was approving of the beak on the
No.
tongue for
He
oral
was saying
sex.
that-
No,
That's
he
why
was
we
asking
haven't
why
evolved to
why
that.
isn't the next stage of evolution
Oh.
beaks?
Yeah.
It's
Very
because of oral
concerned. Is
sex.
why you were like, oh, if you got a beak on the tongue, I want to put my dick in there.
I mean, I do.
I forgot my wife's listening to this now, so
Is she really?
nope. I'm fine with that.
What's
Yeah, I mean, I
my
just
Matt's wife?
nobody wants to get razored up. Is all I'm saying.
With beaks
Yeah.
that are like they're designed to like crack nuts. That's not a cool thing to have.
Oh, that would be, man. Imagine being able to eat a pistachio just with your mouth.
You
Well,
would
there's-
you would trade that for that?
There's an intriguing
No.
idea, though.
I wouldn't.
I love gizzards, right? And a gizzard is there strictly because birds are too dumb to separate their food. They need a muscle to mush up rocks. If people had beaks, maybe we would also develop gizzards,
And then you
and then we could have people gizzards, like a really
No.
big, delicious gizzard.
Ew.
Yeah, that would still make you a cannibal.
Well, at that point, we've got beaks on our tongues. I don't know the difference between a chicken and a person. Is it
I
cannibalism?
still don't understand how that
I don't
helps
know.
me have oral sex.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't.
You don't have to use it during that. I'm just
Well,
saying.
Birds have an alternative to beaks that they don't use normally.
I'm saying you don't have to use the beak.
I don't have to use the beak.
No, you can like control it. It's not like a fucking
A
mind of
retractable
its
beak.
own.
I mean, it would be like,
kinda like
you-
my nose.
you're saying like it's like retractable teeth or something like that. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand.
Look,
that
I just woke up and there was something in my teeth, and all I could think about was like, man, if I had a beak on the tip of my tongue, I could get this out.
That is pure laziness that brought that to the forefront of your imagination.
You know what
Let's say
doesn't
if-
advance the evolutionary process? Laziness.
Yeah, it
Doesn't-
does.
No, it advances IT. It doesn't advance evolution.
Fuck
Yeah.
That's
it.
true.
You're like, I need a bed that has a Swiss Army knife in it, because those always had that little reusable plastic
Yeah,
toothpick.
yeah. Then you just kind of, and then put it back in there and never wash
Put
it.
it
Oh, that's
back.
gross.
Bad idea.
Yeah, well, I
So
mean, if you
bad.
need something to go in between your teeth.
I was a Boy Scout. I know about the Swiss Army.
Did you ever get your financial compensation?
Did you ever get what?
Your financial compensation for being in the Boy Scouts?
Boy
I didn't know I could get financial compensation.
Well, did one of the never mind.
Oh, were you touched as a Boy Scout?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Did you get touched as a Boy Scout?
Nothing unwanted happened during that time.
That's more concerning. Nothing I wasn't asking for didn't happen.
No regrets.
He still
I-
yells Scoutmaster when he.
I
orgasms.
wore those short gym shorts. It's horrible. No, I don't mean to be glad of that because that is awful. Nothing. I mean, I was in Boy Scouts for like a year, but I was just like, what? You have to, like, we
Was it
learned how to
Boy
tie
Scouts
knots,
or,
and we did this, and then
Or
I
was
don't-
it
I don't
Cub
wanna go to the
Scouts?
woods. You Cub Scouts?
I was Cub Scout. I don't think I ever made it to Boy Scouts.
Well,
It's
I
not a
almost
graduation.
I almost joined Boy Scouts until they're like, all right, our first meeting's going to be at a hockey game. My parents were like, we're not doing this. This
Like,
is
my
not what
brother
we
was
signed
a-
up for.
My brother was a Cub Scout for a while, but they met on Monday nights at, I want to say 7:30, and my grandma started to really like The Fresh Prince, which came on at 8. And so, she was like, I gotta get home to see that boy, and then all of a sudden, no more Cub Scouts.
Hey, but, I mean,
But
honestly,
we were there to support Will Smith.
I love you, son, but Will
Throughout
Smith
chose
comes on
well.
eight.
I mean, Will Smith was a winner. That's
Yeah.
a good choice, right?
Yeah, it was. That was back in the day where if you didn't see it, you didn't see it. So
Hey, that's right. Yeah, there was no DVR. You could set your VCR if you had that. No. Well,
I mean, you could set your VCR, but what if, God forbid, you forget? Like you
or your dumbass
You
brother
don't
like
push-
records over some shit that you really
Or you
wanted to
hit-
record, and you spent all day setting up the VCR, and it's not a thing. You're not bitter about it, but it happened.
you hit AM instead of PM, or like the thing that was really bad was like there was this type of VCR where you could program it to do something in the future, but you couldn't do anything with it until then. And so if somebody did something with it, then you
God,
You
I'm really
fucked.
glad I grew up not having this issue.
It's
yeah.
weird
Sorry,
because back
y'all.
then, because literally when I was like 12 or 13, I programmed like some things to happen when I was 30, and then somebody fucking deleted it, and that's why I ended up where I'm at. It's like weird because it was supposed to happen.
Obsolete technology.
Yeah, now I can record hours and hours and hours of video on my phone that fits in my pocket.
Yeah,
It used to be you had to take a shoulder-mounted machine that slotted a huge 10-inch VHS tape in the top of it,
but
and it made this noise the whole time. You had to walk around with it
yeah,
to film, your cousins riding roller coasters at
But
Carowinds when they all had mullets and roller coaster
you need
bands
to
and
find
shit.
that. We have to find that video. But let me just point this one
I've got it.
little minor thing out. Let me just point this one minor thing out. You can't record the future anymore. We used to be able to record the future. We
All right,
knew
man.
what the
Well, you
future
can
was
set
going to
your
be.
DVR to record what's going to happen.
The DVR is so 2015.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have one anymore, but
I don't either. No one does.
I assume that somebody does somewhere. No.
Everything's going to
exist.
streaming, which is great.
On demand.
Yeah, it's great until you can't go back and watch the thing that you wanted to watch. Like when I had a DVR, it was full of the same shit, and I could watch it whenever I wanted to. It's basically like owning a physical copy of whatever I wanted to watch. And now, like, oh, I want to watch this movie. It's not streaming anywhere right now. Well, fuck. It was just streaming last night, but
It's-
now this morning it's not streaming anywhere. Now I gotta buy it.
But and this is what I
Or-
found. This is what I found out with like DVRs was I had like when I turned in my I'm not gonna say like whatever when I turned in my last DVR I had like 400 hours of like shit that I was gonna watch or I wanted to watch again, and now it's just gone. I never had that. It was an illusion. You know what I do have? I got some hi-fi tapes in my fucking closet that I can put on digital anytime I want to. Of not sure what's on them, but it's the future or the past.
Here's where technology really fucks you. And this goes to what Mahogany just said. Me, her, and Frakes watched Battlefield Earth. It was streaming on Amazon.
Right.
So that I could grab clips from it for the video we edited, I also recorded it through Zoom. Screen share,
Yeah.
The next day, I realized that an ad had popped up in front of the screen share, so I needed to record it again. So not only did I have to partially watch Battlefield Earth again, I had to pay for it the next day because it wasn't free to stream anymore. So I ended up paying money for that movie. That's the problem with today's technology.
Have y'all tried using a VPN?
I mean, yeah.
I have one. The problem with mine is it does random cycles, so I can't like set it for Canada
Oh,
or
that's annoying.
somewhere else. But it's so random I can't track it. But
Yeah.
How
It's
is that
still-
not illegal? Also,
what's that?
VPNs.
Well,
I feel like that'd be
they're
the-
Russian, so doesn't
I
matter.
feel-
mean,
You got Mahogany?
it's just like it's not illegal because it's information should be free. Shut up.
No, I'm with that.
That's
but
true,
I'm-
but no, it's not illegal because most politicians there are smarter people in the technology and financial industries than there are in Congress and stuff, and so because they haven't figured it out yet. So anyway, God, I don't want to do that. I'm not going there.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I mean. Like, let's not even go down that route because
There's a lot of things that aren't legal that should be, but
That's another
especially
story.
like all the things in Oregon, which I agree with. I really want to move to Oregon if they had better climate.
What's better climate to you?
like
I don't know, like not frozen Texas. That's better climate to me. I don't want ice here. I was in Richmond for 4 days last week, and it was fucking below 30 degrees most of that time, and I had to scrape ice off my car in the dark a couple of times. That was not cool. I'm not cool with
And
that.
now you're in quarantine,
I am in quarantine.
and you're
Yeah.
like 70, so you're high risk at this point, right?
I'm in a high risk age part of that. So
Well,
it sucks.
That's
I
depressing.
laugh, but
It does. The worst. And it's part of it's boring, but my wife. I've been gone for like 7 days, and I come back, and I've been back for 2 days. And I'm quarantined, so she's got the kids full time again for like another week.
oh, that sucks.
Awful. But I have some good customers that have sent me like bells and things like that I can ring when I need drinks and things like that she can bring to me.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It's
of
really
them?
sweet,
That's
isn't it?
not going to get you kicked in the shins at all.
Yeah. So anyway, so there is a bullet hole in my door and a knife. I think that's a knife. It might be a sword. I'm not sure, but she's every time I ring that bell, something bad happens to that door. So
Yeah.
doesn't work
Is
out.
there a banana pudding bell?
Oh, there is
She
one, but
better
I have
just
to.
She listens to the show now, right?
I can't ring that with a beak. I'm just saying.
I just
Does
want
she,
to say,
does she listen to the show now?
Yeah, I got her subscribed on Spotify.
So I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm talking to her. I just want to
ahead.
say, over the years, the reason me and your husband have remained friends
Mm-hmm.
is because of that banana pudding recipe that I get like once a year. Not the written recipe, which I almost don't want, because it's like if you learn how to make video games, maybe you won't enjoy playing them as much. I don't want to be able to make that delicious banana pudding, but I do wish it would show up more than on Nerd Bowl. So I don't know if there's a trade. Like I work at a place, we cook food. You don't need cash. You bring banana pudding, and anything on the menu is yours. I've said my piece. Thank you for the banana pudding.
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
thank you, Matt's wife.
Yes, it is.
She does. I did show her like where the appreciation stop. She doesn't like. I mean, she doesn't. I've tried to get her into like our games and things. And she's not into that. So she's into the other parts of my life, but she is like that part. She just doesn't. She doesn't get. But I got.
For those who can't see, when he said the other parts of my life, he pointed to his wall, which is Doctor Who, Ariana Grande, and now a pillow of
Machine Gun Kelly.
that fake musician.
So stop it. I was talking to you about that because SNL thing, like his band was not with him. It was a whole problem. SNL's shitty. Anyway, I like him. We like him. Anyway, but yeah, no, her banana pudding's great. She's good, and I'm listening. She's listening to the show.
If she wants to come onto the show anytime, she is more than welcome, even without you.
No,
If we
you know
want
what?
to get her on without you, Matt, we can
Let me
do
just say this. I love you guys. I missed you guys last week because I'd be gone for a week and I've been able to record anything and I've really missed you. I love you guys to death. We've been friends for a long time, but I don't trust the no.
Let's welcome
ain't
Drunk Matt,
happening.
everyone. Drunk Matt's here.
Hey, that's right. That's what's up. So,
So Matt, did
Yep.
you like the one shot I was running? What little bit you
yeah,
saw?
dude, I listened. I was listening to that whole thing. I drank a lot, but
We know it's fine. You don't
I
have
was
to say
listening to
that
that.
anymore.
I never found Brittany, and it was the same night. And but no, the one shot was good. And I was really, it really sucked when you announced the premise of the whole mimic thing. I was like, God damn it, I really want to play that. And I know, I mean, I would have fucked it up like I fucked up Nerd Bowl, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, I still have fun. I have fun even when I mess up. That's the good thing, because
I also- Sorry, I was gonna say Kevin was not supposed to get that cursed item. That was just a cursed item Kevin just so happened to put on,
Yeah.
and it made me so happy.
Oh my God, I was so
Well,
happy.
he insisted.
I was so happy.
I
That's
almost
how it
said
happens for every time
Every
he gets a
time
cursed item, though.
Kevin-
That's what's perfect about it.
Y'all
It's always like, I put it in the game, or Terrence puts it in the game, and now Noob puts a cursed item in the game, and it's never like, it'll be funny if Kevin gets this. But it's not intentionally for Kevin.
so organic.
but it always comes to like treasure splitting, and Kevin will be like,
I want that.
I really want, like, I think it would be best on my character, and
Best
we're on
thing.
the inside going, oh God, is it happening again?
Yes.
It happens again every time.
I'm already
You're
working.
just honestly, Toker. I mean, the fact that you have not killed him with the thing that he took this time is just hilarious. Because last time, like when he took, and this is the iconic moment when he took the cursed item from Terrence that was 100% immunity to poison. He argued with us for like 10 minutes.
He argued with me.
Yeah.
I wanted it. I was like, I'll
Somebody,
take
like
that.
other people wanted that item, and he was just like, he would not let it go. He was like, I'm just gonna take it until the end of the next 2 sessions, and then I'll give it back to somebody. Okay.
We decided that it was too valuable to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Noob wanted to wear this necklace, and then
Yes.
we discovered how much it cost. And we
Well-
were like, look, like, no, like, that's enough for everybody in the party to buy a magic item.
It was
I-
90,000 gold. It was a
I
shit
agree.
ton of gold.
The only
And
reason.
Noob said for the good of the party, yes. And then Kevin wouldn't let it go. And finally we came to the conclusion that Kevin would wear it until we got to town to sell it.
Yep.
And then he put it on and died.
Wait, he put it on and died, and then Noob lost his religion. Remember that shit? He was,
Well, yeah, I was a paladin, and I did
he
some
was a
evil
paladin.
stuff.
And the only way to save Kevin, which was a good act, was to just completely piss off his god and lose his deity. It was awful. It was
I've
awful.
been listening to our old episodes now.
I'm sorry.
I'm back through level 5 or episode 5 when we
Yeah?
just started to name them.
How's it going?
We did not sound great back then. And
Hey,
that was just
you know what?
6 or
You know
7
who
months
doesn't?
ago.
You know, no one sounds great back then. Though we starting out, we've gotten better,
Mm-hmm.
gotten new things. I've listened. I average honestly with our own shows. I average at least 3 listens a week. I listen to everything. I critique myself and everyone else extremely. I do.
You
I do
critique
that.
yourself, but there's been no changes. We picked on how drunk you were episode 2.
Yeah, y'all
That's
were
been
wrong.
That's been a constant this whole
I know,
time.
but I critiqued your critique of me, and I was like, y'all, they were wrong about that.
We have a lovely family, and Matt's the drunk uncle.
I like that though, but
Drunk
see, y'all think that I don't want to be the drunk. No, I'm auditioning for that part, so that's
Yeah, better to be the drunk uncle than the touchy one. That's,
Oh.
that's a given.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
listen. It's
bad.
been proven outside of court. I paid them off, and it's fine.
Yeah.
everything's fine. You're
You
nobody's
ever use
uncle.
you ever use a scratchy ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Wait,
my
what do you-
my mom sent me a scratch off ticket for Christmas.
Yeah.
And normally when you get sent a scratch off ticket, it's so you can scratch it off, right?
Yeah.
She'd already done it, and it was worth $5. So it was like, here's $5 that you have to go to the gas station to get, which is nice. I
mean,
hardly
it's-
ever buy these things, but
Wait.
I used that one to get this one.
Yes. Have you not scratched it off yet?
I was gonna see, like, if I win, I might win $150,000 while we're recording.
So, again, y'all have to understand that the deity, luck deities, that's how they operate. Like, it's only $5, but she gives it to someone. They take that $5 and go to the gas station and buy another one. That's how you win. So this is the moment. This is the
Yeah.
moment where we lose Toker as our producer, editor.
No, this is where you would get me more full time, because then I don't need a real job to make money.
Wait, what's your total take on that one that you bought with the $5?
This one's she gave me the scratchy for $5. So I go to the gas station and I'm like, I never buy these. I was like, here, and the
Everybody
guy
tells
kind of
them
gave
that,
me
right?
the guy kind of gave me shit. He's like, you're supposed to scratch the barcode off of the bottom.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't know that. And I was like, that's $5, right? Like, he could have been like, no, it's worth nothing, and kept my $5, but at least he was honest. And I said, which one of these numbers up here is worth $5? And he said it was like between 35 and 78. And I was like, ooh, 42. So this is whatever 42 was.
42
is
is.
my giant jumbo bucks.
Yeah.
See, my grandma loves those, and she has won. I think one time she's won $1,000, and she just plays them whenever she has cash. Just like, yeah, here's $5. Give me a card to scratch off.
So one of my, I'm not gonna say employees, but one of my
Constituents.
people that work for me, like one time, played those things for like a year, right? Like he does it all the time, but he like saved up like loser tickets for like a year until he had like a trash bag full of them, right?
Okay.
And so I called him one night. I was like, I've got to take such and such van over here. Just make sure it's got gas in it. I don't want to have to stop and put gas in it because I had to go to Columbia. I had to go to USC. So I went to Columbia and I was like, I got to drive to Columbia, just make sure it has gas and everything because I don't want to stop. And so, God, it sounds really pretentious. It's not, but it is. But the so I go to get in the freaking van, and it is, I kid you not, like up to over the seats. There's so many freaking lottery tickets in this thing, and I am like, I have a deadline. I've got to get this van to Columbia, and I have to drive this freaking van. And every time when I get there, I get out. There's like lottery tickets following me. All these losers, it was thousands. I was like, oh my God, how many lottery tickets can you buy? It was hilarious.
Wow.
Well, I'm hooked. I won.
Did you
What'd you
win?
win?
I won
$5.
$5, and then it says jumbo with a 2, and I had to read. It says, get the jumbo symbol and win 5 times the prize shown. And I was like, did I just win?
$250?
No, I won
Math?
5 times 2, so I won $10 more. I won $20.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll take this to the next time I need gas, and I'll go in there and be like, give me my $20. I even scratched the thing off at the bottom this time for
Yep, so he's not a
the
dick.
person. Yeah, save that. Yeah,
No, what
that
you do is you
asshole.
take that $20, you buy 5 more $5.
Should I do 5 more $5, or should I get like 2 $10 ones?
How much gas do you need?
None. I've got a job. This is all free. This is free money. So far, I'm
Yeah.
out nothing.
Yeah, so
I'm out
a
a Christmas gift.
You just explained the stock market.
Toker, I would say go for it. What do you got to lose? I mean, you're not losing.
What do you have to
anything.
lose?
I got
Exactly.
nothing to lose.
Yeah, it's $20.
Seriously.
If it was like 200, I would say keep it. And
Yeah, I would keep. I would
20
keep
bucks.
200. I'd keep 150 of it and drop. Or I'd keep
50.
180 of it and drop another 20 on a lottery ticket.
Lottery ticket, that's where it's at.
Is
Well,
it?
I don't know.
There's no instant gratification from a lottery ticket.
I just
No.
noticed this week that Publisher Clearinghouse is offering, you basically win $5,000 a week for life, and you get to pick somebody else that earns $5,000 a week for life.
What if you pick yourself again?
If you die, after you die, somebody else gets it.
oh, so how are you gonna do that with your kids? You got 2 of them.
Oh, I
Matt,
picked the best.
which
I
one?
picked the. No, it's easy. I picked the best one.
I picked the one I like.
The one I like. She knows who she is.
Oh, I can't wait for your son to find this.
Oh,
in the future.
damn it. No, my wife listens to these. She's like, I knew it. I knew it. It's going to be like that.
Here's another word of advice: don't impersonate your wife with that witch voice. That's probably not going to get you any brownie points.
No, but this
Oh.
goes back to the beat part, but I'm good at that part. So
Again, Matt's wife, if you want to come onto the show and tell us everything you want to, you are more. I will come there and help you set it up.
I have to tell you this other story. Real quick. I'll be quick about it because if you want to have different directions, okay. So I come home, right, from being gone I was gone for 7 days, which is a lot. Day and night, everything is a lot. So I come home, but she's bought these really cool decorative.
Strap-ons.
One of them, maybe, but they're like Easter decorations, right? It's like some decorative bunnies and things like that. And one of them is
Religious
like
pagans.
it's like a, I don't know. And
Oh.
No, not religious. Like Easter bunnies, eggs and stuff. And so,
You know what, East, okay. Go
but
ahead.
my one of my children is big in holidays, right? He's like, wait a minute,
You say one and go immediately to he. Okay, so we know it's one.
yeah. Well, I've got 2, so you don't. But the but it's like where's but wait a minute, St. Patrick's Day is before Easter, so where's the leprechauns, right?
This is going so fast.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna speed up. This part. But where was I going with this? Oh, so
And that's why leprechauns clean shoes to eat pickles. Hey, I'm Matt. This has been Sincerely Matt.
Oh, that's going to be the title, by the way. Why leprechauns clean shoes to eat pickles.
oh my god. But so I'm like, why did you get some St. Patrick's Day? I'm in the kitchen, like the kids are in there watching something. I'm like, why did you get some St. Patrick's Day decorations? I like the Easter ones, right? No dissing those. She's like, what am I supposed to do? Like dye the toilets green and make the leprechauns come? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how she said it. I'm like, babe, I'm home now. And so it was like, oh, she's like, why you gotta make everything gross? Say what you said again. That's exactly what she said. I hope you're listening to this. She is, because she's a subscriber now. I know it is. She knows that. But that's exactly what she said. But our toilets aren't green, so there's that. I'm in quarantine.
The story was the end. Our toilets aren't green, and I'm in quarantine.
Yep.
Thank you, man.
When we did Nerd Bowl, we set up a confession booth where you can go confession, and I haven't listened to all of them fully, and mainly because I got to your fourth or fifth one, Matt, and you went off like you were admitting to being a drifter on a murder spree with a hidden identity, and I was like, I'm gonna need a night just for this segment, because I don't know where it started, why it's happening, but it's a full 8 minutes of you, a full backstory of who you really are as a drifter who murders people.
Is that where you went, Matt?
Well, it kept okay, so let me explain this a little bit. Y'all have to do this, and you have to release it. I don't know. So I kept thinking confessing. I would confess to a murder. That would like to be the biggest thing that a person can confess to, right?
Yeah.
They'll never
So I
find
was
the
thinking a
bodies.
confessional. So I was like, how would I do a murder? And so I kept thinking about how I would do a murder. I would do a murder in Canada, right? Because what? Whoever murdered anybody in Canada? Nobody knows. I've never heard of a murder in Canada, right? And if I was going to do a murder in Canada, I would like come back to the U.S. and like, I don't know, the Dakotas, right? Whichever one. I don't know where they are. So. But everybody would expect that, right? So I would come back in Washington. Nobody expects that shit, right? So that was the premise of that. I thought of that
You
while I
haven't
was
decided
there.
which Dakota you would go to?
Well, I figured they would think I was from the north or the south, but I fucked them up with coming in through Washington and heading out east through Sierra.
There's a petition online that says merge North and South Dakota to make Megakota.
Megakota? Would that not be? Who would fuck with Megakota? That would be. They don't have an ocean though. I like living near the ocean.
Toker, how long have you been playing role-playing games?
Probably since middle school.
All right, Matt, how long have you been playing role-playing games?
I don't know, 2010. So 10 years.
Mahogany?
You mean just tabletop or
Tabletop
in
games, yeah.
general?
Yeah, tabletop.
Tabletop for about a year.
All right, well, I would like to welcome you guys to the first quiz show about Pathfinder.
Oh shit! I got this.
I was bored. I was like, man, all three of you guys have like different varying levels of knowledge about the games.
We do. That's a good choice.
So,
But you didn't. Wait a minute. You didn't know we three would be the ones for this.
I made this last night.
Oh, well, yeah, you did then.
But if Toker didn't show up, my other friend was going to show up, and she knows nothing about D&D. So I was real excited to ask her these questions.
Do you have to buzz in?
And I was gonna ask like
I
Toker,
buzzed in already. So.
Do you want to? I'll start with Toker. You want a question on history? Do you want a question on game mechanics, or do you want a question on just how I put this?
Yeah, he's strong
The
on all
history
three.
of
but
the
I'll,
game itself, the game
you'll answer.
mechanics, or the lore of the setting. Are those your three? Is that the three?
I would not lore, but I would say mechanics, and then just base rules.
Let's go
which
with
one would you like, Toker?
Base rules seems like the easiest of the three.
Name me 5 of the core classes.
Barbarian, fighter, wizard, cleric, rogue. Yeah, that's an easy. That's
Fuck
easy.
you.
I was doing a trivia with Ryan Brown,
70 classes.
or I was replacing Ryan Brown at trivia, and I brought that question to game night, and the co-host went, "That's way too nerdy for this crowd. You cannot ask that question."
5?
Mm-hmm.
You asked 5?
No. I was
That was too
saying
nerdy?
whichever group can name the most core classes in the Pathfinder Handbook would win my question, and she was like, "Nobody here will get it," and I was like,
Whoa, but that's a different
Alright.
question. Core classes is different,
Yeah.
but you didn't name them 5.
All right. Well, I'll do this one more since Toker thought that was too easy. Name me five of the classes of or the classifications of magic. The schools of magic. That's what it's called.
abjuration, divination, illusion, evocation, and conjuration. Yeah.
He's fucking got it.
Yeah, those aren't hard
Yeah, don't fuck
questions
with
for old nerds. Matt would have got those. He's played Wizard a bunch.
There. Yeah.
All right, Mahogany, your turn. What do you want? do
Why?
You got this. You've been
Why?
playing. You've been playing for a
you
minute.
want? Do you want history, game mechanics, or list?
Don't go
Definitely
history.
not
Don't do
history.
history.
Huh?
Definitely not history. What are the other two options? Game mechanics or
List
Mechanics.
list?
or a list, like a
list.
base rule list.
Yeah,
Mechanics.
game mechanics, please.
What kind of metal can harm constructs?
Whoo.
I'm gonna say cold iron. I don't
No.
fucking know.
Chance to steal?
Animanti.
That's
I'll
Yeah.
damn
Oh,
it!
sorry.
You can raise your hand or some shit. That's what I was gonna say. Damn it!
is it what adamantium?
Adamantine.
Like,
Adamantine.
I don't know.
Oh,
like
see, I would have gotten it
fucking
wrong.
Wolverine?
It was adamantine. I thought you said
It was
that.
adamantium. That's what I was
I
gonna
said
say.
animantium. It's animant.
Oh, I thought it was the same
Oh,
thing.
Enunciated
the
it
drunk
wrong.
version of it is both.
That's
so
what I was
we're
gonna
good.
say. I heard Wolverine is in here.
Wolverine. That's right.
I thought that was the same stuff.
No,
I mean, it
guess
basically
it-
is.
That's what
It
I thought
is.
it was.
Indestructible metal.
But I was
That's
thinking
I didn't
the
Jeopardy.
end all be all of
realize-
metal.
What was the Jeopardy rules where, what was the video we saw where the guy got the question wrong because he said Gangster's Paradise?
Yeah.
dude came
That's
out
what
like,
Gangsters.
It was supposed to be Gangsters. Take 20,000 off his score.
I would be fucking pissed.
You should have bought those scratch offs instead of flying to fucking Jeopardy, right?
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
All right, Matt.
Yeah.
What do you want? You want history? You want game mechanics? Or you want a list?
What do you want? What you want?
All right, Matt. What year was the first D&D book published?
Oh shit, 1973.
Chance to steal?
You're close.
The summer of '76.
No, Toker.
It's got to be. I'm pretty sure it's in the 70s. 74.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I was fucking close.
You were fucking close. I was like, when you said 1970, I was like, holy shit.
I know what I'm talking. No, I'm yeah, shit. I knew as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck it. It was like in the end of the year. But the yep.
We knew it was before the 80s because of Mazes and
Yeah.
Monsters.
Fuck Mazes and Monsters.
All right, Toker. Who were the two creators of Dungeons and Dragons?
I only know Gary Gygax's name.
There was another one. Anybody know it? It
I
was
don't know.
David Arneson.
Yeah,
Nobody knows.
Nobody cares.
I know.
about
I only
Nobody-
knew Gygax from fucking Munchkins. But
Well, Gygax has a fucking awesome name, too.
it. Yeah.
yeah, it is. That's a great name.
You got Gary Gygax and David Arneson.
Yeah, who cares about David? He's probably the brains behind it, really.
He probably
But I
was,
don't-
but
He's
Gary.
Flanders.
All right, Mahogany. Name all the core. Name all the core races.
Oh
Why?
fuck.
That's not.
Just the core races.
That's not fair.
What?
That's not fair.
There's only.
Name
there's
3
1,
of
2,
them.
3, 4, 5. There's
How
7
many
of them.
are there?
There's
Name
7.
4 of them. That's over half.
See, I'm gonna get it wrong.
Name
The
4.
core, the core races. You can do this, Mahogany.
I'm
You got
gonna
it.
say dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. See, that's where I'm gonna mess it up.
Just
Those
think
two,
Lord
I
of the
don't know.
Rings.
Human, but see,
Human?
is it gnome,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
4 more.
4 more.
4 more. You're doing
Got
this. I'm
this.
just, I don't care about the game anymore. I just like watching Mahogany do this because she's got it.
I like it.
See, I don't know if it's like,
You've
Okay, so
watched
are
Lord of the
orcs-
Rings.
yes, but is it orc?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And then
Oh well.
Orc is not one of the
is-
core class.
that's what I was gonna say. It's
There's
not
a
right.
core class. There's a core evil class.
No.
No, no.
It's not
She's
right.
half
It's half
right.
orcs.
I'll let you
Oh,
try again,
shit.
Mahogany.
So it's half orcs. That's what I
Yeah.
couldn't remember. So is it half elves then?
Yeah.
out.
And then I don't remember anymore. How many have I done?
Elves are.
You've done 5. You have 2 more.
Got this.
Oh.
You're halfway there.
Yeah.
More
because
than
of the-
half. Half.
I know.
You were halfway there with the half elves.
The elves?
There you go.
Okay, so
One
there's
more,
one
Mahogany.
more?
One more.
No.
You've basically said its
Don't
race too.
know.
Humans.
What?
No. She said humans.
Did
Yeah, that
she
was
say
the first
humans?
Yeah.
That was like her first
Yeah.
one. She said.
Warwick
Oh, she
Davis.
did
Second
say
one.
that.
I said dwarves.
Elijah Wood.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Nope.
halflings.
Boom.
There you
Yeah,
go.
halflings. That's right.
Oh.
Not hobbits.
Yeah.
Halflings. Same thing. But yeah.
That's too many, and I don't like it.
That's
That
only
was
the
good.
core.
The core races.
There's like-
I mix up a lot of the core races with the base races.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
My
it
problem with it
fucks
is
me
like I know one of them, so it's orcs that are not a core race.
They're
Yeah,
not.
how fucked up is that? I just think that if
'Cause
you
they're-
have half elves, you can have orcs, and you can't have orcs.
Well, that's from a lore
Yeah.
thing. Orcs are, inherently evil in the setting.
Yeah.
You could play an
Matt?
orc.
Yeah, but that's what I
Yeah.
mean. It's like you should be able to play.
we
an
have a whole.
inherently
We could have a
evil
whole
race.
show on the line, but
Well,
I'll be all up in that shit.
Well, the problem with orcs is they're strength based. They get a
No,
plus
it's their
4 to
tusks,
strength,
and the whole goes back to the beat conversation.
which a plus 4 in anything in Pathfinder is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but they get a -2 to all their intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
I think
Yeah,
it was
which-
just intelligence and charisma.
No.
Makes them animals nonetheless. A very wise animal is still not acceptable in society and not intelligent enough to learn the language.
Toker, the way you looked over looks like you were looking at Matt through his drunken ramble, and it was perfect.
There's been some looks.
Sorry about that. Y'all should have caught me on a non-COVID quarantine where I didn't start drinking at 5 o'clock.
All right, Matt.
Well,
Matt,
it's kind of good that we did do this earlier in the night than we were planned on doing.
well,
Yeah.
we had to cancel the game that Terrence was in.
Why?
He was just tired. He was just tired. I mean,
Yeah.
which is fine. I was glad I can kind of get this into it.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good level.
I know, and there was something else I wanted to ask, but I lost it. What do you guys got?
I learned. Well, never mind.
I brought my scratchy ticket. That was I basically was a prop comic
Scratch
for
ticket.
your show
Oh,
today.
Squalor?
I learned what a gin.
Why did I write?
Oh, something different. So yesterday.
He asked
I
me
took my
about
dog-
squalor, and you just woed all over it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Shut
I
up,
can't
Matt.
remember why I wrote squalor. I don't know why. I should have just
There's
let you.
something about living in squalor and how you're fine with it, and I'm like, ew.
Is it because you let your dogs lick the inside of your mouth?
That's part of it. But it was when me and her watch shows, I turn around and I'll say stuff to her that I know is gross, like mayonnaise, or
Yeah.
Don't.
Mayonnaise isn't gross.
Just don't say
y'all
it.
gave me shrimping. If I want to see that that face she's making right now, which is a very disgusted face, I'll say shrimping. The only other way I was able to
I'd do
get her
that.
to make that kind of face is when we went hiking. We went to the nature trail, and I took her off the beaten path and saw the face of pure disgust and terror when we were in the woods. I can't get that
Two
anymore.
homeless men.
Wait a minute. Wait. Y'all went off the beaten path, and then
So we
More
were
details.
walking the during COVID, we were stuck here for weeks and
Still
weeks and weeks
drink.
and weeks. So
Yeah.
we walked. Walterboro has the nature trail.
A really nice nature
It's
trail at
super
that.
nice. And
does it really?
Big, too.
I'd never been there before. And I was like, well, let's go this way. These people are walking with their dog. So
Yeah.
they seem like they know where they're going. We'll follow them. But we were walking a little slower than they were. And I lost them. And we got to a part where I was like, I guess they just went left. And she goes, that's not a trail. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's
And
a
it
trail.
wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't. We figured out once we started like jumping over small creeks and shit that this is not the
He
way.
figured out.
Yeah.
I knew all along that it was not
Well,
a
You
trail.
son of
you
a
didn't put
bitch.
your foot
For-
down, and you were a follower that day. So you followed me off the trail.
Because you were going to leave me in the fucking wilderness
It
alone.
was.
I had
I would
my,
not leave her. What? What?
We're in the
I was
middle of the
so mad
city.
at
Like
you
you
that
go
day.
left far enough, you'll find a town. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's the same.
I mean, the
excuse
street
from
was
the
right there,
Appalachian
but
Trail.
the street was right there. But there's also like you gotta like we live where snakes and shit lives.
not right now.
It
yeah,
wasn't
this was
right
last
now.
summer.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
it
mind.
was
that.
when snakes and shit
There were
lived.
definitely snakes.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, let's go out here where the snakes live. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
These other people did it." Yeah, no, it wasn't fine. It was the slippery. It was the slipperiest area.
We found out afterwards you
It
could
was-
actually go
it had
across the road
never
to finish the
been
trail,
dry.
and that's where they went. I didn't know you could
Yeah.
do that.
It had never been dry. It was slick. The
So
entire
y'all
area.
blazed through trail though. That's an awesome thing as a couple. That's like a good thing.
Yeah, we did it one
Like,
time now.
go where you've never been
and
before.
it'll never happen
Mm-hmm.
again.
I had my first kiss at that trail.
Yeah.
Did you?
Aw.
Good time. Yeah. It was a great time. It was middle of the night next to the movie.
Does that
theater.
other guy still live out there, or
Well, Randy, he's a.
It's only $1.
it's old Kiss
Even I
and
knew
Randy?
that.
We've all been there, noob. It's fine.
Yeah, well, it's multiple eyes. Kissing Randy.
Kissing Randy. He's 5 for a mad dog. So come
Oh,
on.
that'd be.
Is that kiwi watermelon? You get the tongue.
It's,
Blue
it's just,
raspberry, baby.
it's just Tom Brady in disguise.
Oh,
I treat you like I do my
God, you know
kids.
oh. The problem with that is you know that's a
yeah.
wet kiss, and that's the problem.
That feels like a really good commercial. Kissing Randy.
Yeah, just old,
Come on, kiss him.
old living in the woods. Randy's down for a kiss, you know. He
It
don't
seems like a.
he don't shower. He
Pulse.
doesn't cook his canned foods, but he's got a magical mouth.
This could be a whole
Ew.
skit comedy. In the nature trail. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Kissing Randy.
Mm-hmm.
You give him a kiss, and usually your wish comes true. But he's dirty and unwashed. That's the price.
Yeah, I mean, there's no telling what you can make. I saw a video today. It was like, people in the 80s were like, I wonder where the internet will be in 40 years or 30 years or however long it's been. And then it cuts to a video of like a dude riding a hot dog, like it's all CGI, and he's hunting elk, but they're made of toilet paper, and somebody animated that, and it's just like that had 4 million views. That did.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, I
4 million people
Yeah.
watch that. You can learn new languages with the internet. You can learn any history you want with the internet. But no, I'm gonna go watch this animated character ride a hot dog and hunt tissue paper.
yep.
There's so many beautiful things on the internet. I'm saying it's humanity's greatest achievement.
And its biggest downfall,
Man.
maybe eventually,
Probably, yeah.
I think so.
Skynet.
Eventually.
That, or when we start installing beaks under the end of people's tongues.
Gotta stop
Don't
bringing
do
that
it.
up. You gotta stop pushing
It's
it.
not worth it.
I'm pushing for it. If there's a plastic surgeon out there that knows how to do this,
You gotta act like you
Oh.
don't want it. That's how you get it. That's
What?
beaks.
I've been doing that for a
Someone-
while. It doesn't work.
that doesn't
The,
work with Kevin. He wants it and he gets it, and it's usually bad.
I'm as confused as our listeners are right now.
Oh, the fucking cursed items.
Yeah.
Yeah, curse out
Oh.
Kevin.
You had to filter out
He
all
always
the
wants
dirty
it.
thoughts first, didn't you?
That was a long way to
It
go.
sounded like you were making Kevin out to be like a rapist or something. Like the
It's like Kevin, we were right
Backwoods
first items. I didn't know that. I was thinking of me, and so I had that was a long dark road
Yeah.
I had to go down to figure out where we were turning left.
It's like, oh.
Kissing Randy and backwoods Kevin.
Damn it! I know Randy's $1, but I don't know how much Kevin is. So the
Toker, I would like to. I don't know, you probably already saw this, but I hope you learned this as a new fact. When Arnold Schwarzenegger and President George H.W. Bush were sledding in 1991,
Yes.
lost control, and then broke Barbara Bush's leg.
Well, I mean, she's just a woman.
So-
Were they supposed to stop having fun after that, or what?
They probably did. Well, Arnold didn't.
Yeah, no. As much as
Bush probably
as
did.
I like Arnold, I'm sure he's terrible to women, and I'm sure George W. Bush was too. And they probably still laugh about the pain she was in that day. But
well, if you're not breaking a leg, you're not successful, right? I
Right.
mean, that's kind of the whole showbiz thing, right?
I mean, what are you gonna do?
less-
Stop the strongest man on the planet at the time? No, no. You get it. If you're Barbara Bush, you just drag you drag your dead leg off the field, and go to the hospital.
God, Mahogany, have you say anything like that?
I just don't even know where to begin.
So,
Oh,
You fall down and break a leg. Let's go back to the top.
sometimes I'm worried I say things that are too far. Not
too far where?
well, like what was it? We watched Saturday Night Live, and there was the Spanish. It was all in Spanish. Mahogany, who was that was singing?
Bad Bunny and Rosalia.
Right. Well, they could sing, but it was boring. And I got up and I was like, "Yep, I don't. If it ain't English, I don't want to see it." And I don't mean that, but sometimes I worry I might say it too seriously, and there might be a hint of truth behind it.
Well, that's the leveling out. You can say messed up things as long as there's that wink in there.
Yeah, a little weak in a
But if
nod.
that wink in there, ain't you're gonna get in trouble
Well,
with HR.
I mean, with audio though, the wink doesn't come through
They
good
don't see the
sometimes.
wink.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I
We
just,
see
like,
it though,
I
right,
definitely agree with you on the boringness. Like they definitely, I feel like they could have had somebody some backup dancers or something. It would have made a.
Saturday Night Live music lately has not been good.
But I guess then COVID and stuff,
Disagree.
and they're not trying to have a bunch of people in the building. You know what I mean? So that's
Right.
probably why they were like, okay, these are the just you two.
Oh,
Sorry.
Toker, speaking of your
That's rough.
Saturday Night Live and things not being pushed in the level, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson skit where he makes the child touching robot.
Oh, gold.
That's
Fucking
the
gold.
best.
That
I
was
haven't seen
probably
that.
it is the best skit because the wink at the end is probably the most blatant wink at the end I've ever seen.
Is
I don't
that
wanna
recent?
Have you not seen it, Matt?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
You might want to go. Don't just type in child touching robot.
I'm still watching reruns of MGK's SNL performance.
Mahogany almost died. Oh, Jesus.
I'm covered in wine right now. Fuck you.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah,
I wanted to describe the scene to you, but that's just, yeah.
I did it.
Oh, just watch it.
You should just watch it. Anybody who listens to this show, if you haven't seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on Saturday Night Live, robot. I think you just type in SNL "The Rock" robot. It'll come up. It's just so good, and I don't know how they got away with it. See, the thing is if you want to make a child molesting robot, you have to molest the robot and hope that it picks up on that and continues the cycle.
Right, you have to educate the AI. Right.
That's a joke
Yeah.
that they said on TV.
You know what? Matt's drunk, Toker. Why don't you go ahead and just give us a quick overview? Matt will forget. He's already hammered.
No, I watch these shows. I mean, I listen and watch these shows. So.
Describing that bit's kind of like describing a joke. Like if you have to explain the joke. And right now I feel
Oh,
like...
so we need Frakes on here for that.
Oh god.
I love having Frakes on, but damn is he not depressing.
Oh,
Frakes is
Atlanta.
I will say this: Frakes is my favorite person in Homebrew Detritus. So y'all can just fuck off. So.
And he hates you more than anybody else on the show.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what makes me. I love him so
That
much.
love is
It's
very
not-
one-sided.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's no. There's love there, but it's like I want you to shut the fuck up kind of love.
Yeah, they were all in
No,
the same room
Frank's-
together. It's fun, but it's when he is sleepy and trying to roll dice, and you are
Yeah.
drunk and trying to get on his nerves. Like that is your
Yeah.
goal, and it's
Yeah.
it's
It's
working.
great.
It's
It's
I like that.
great.
I think it works good.
fantastic.
I think it formulates. I think that our offspring is gold.
No, because the beginning of our shows are just bullshit for like 30 minutes, and it's great.
well, that's something else. I listened to the old ones. The bullshit was like 4 minutes, and then we started playing the game, and slowly, the bullshit has become
Half.
about half the episode, at least 20 minutes.
It's funny.
Which
though.
I'll have a lot of fun doing that, but it's weird to
funny.
see not just like the show looks better, the show sounds better, but how we are on the show has definitely evolved into something.
Yeah.
And it's mainly evolved into you being drunk and Matt being angry. And we could just name the show that.
I'm
It would
not
be
angry.
No.
Frakes is angry. I don't know
Frakes
why
angry.
people insist on calling him Matt like that's his name or
I've
something.
never
It-
called him Matt until we're recording, and then it happens.
It confuses me.
Yeah.
It
confuses
confuses me.
everybody.
Yeah.
And I am me.
Yeah.
I am me, and no, so no. I think if he was ever, I mean,
He would snap you like a toothpick, is what he would
What?
do.
Dude, I'm ferocious. The
Nobody
That
who's
would work
ferocious
out.
has ever said they're ferocious.
no,
I don't know.
probably haven't. No, I've never won a fight, but the no, it will be fine. I think Frank's is fine. I think he's good. I think we need that. I think they need the anti-me.
Man, we have a lot of good parts on that show.
That works out good.
Toker's-
But yeah, I do agree. I think Frank's is the one that keeps us at half an hour on the
My ish-
banter.
My issue is I don't talk enough on that show.
You talked a lot
That's-
more in the older episodes, I noticed too. But we were all feeling each other out, trying to figure out who our characters are and what they were going to be. But yeah, no, it's fun because we've been playing games like this for years, and I've never had the ability to go back and listen to a session that we did 6-7 months ago. So that's, even if this doesn't take off, that's neat for me.
Yeah.
It is.
It's not like doing a video game, like recording video games where you can go back and watch it. It's kind of funny, but this is there's a whole story involved, which is nice.
Yeah, the story we're telling and the things that are happening are 100% unique to our experience. It's that's what I like about it.
I think there's an evolution of us as far as who we are and with our characters is evolving into this. I think there's an arc there to deal with. As my wife says, are you okay with being drunk, Matt? And I'm like, I'm all right with that. I'm good with that.
We know.
Is your company okay with that?
We'll find out in a few years.
Yeah. I was like, right now it doesn't matter. So what's the?
Yeah.
At some point, I'm gonna lose a lot of revenue, but it'll be all right.
So who do we know who this fourth Patreon is?
We do, but we're not going to say because
Well, I don't want to say their name.
You don't get that. You're the
you know who he
spin-off
is.
Show.
Okay, that's what I was...
If I don't want to say his name, then you know who it is.
Oh, we all know who he is.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the
I got
but how do we support this show?
You support it by liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving 5 stars. A friend of mine
Where?
worked at that the other day on Apple, on Spotify, on Stitcher, on TalkBox. No, are we maybe not on Stitcher? Because Matt said we weren't on Stitcher.
It's hard to find. My wife listens to all these. She listens to all these: how to get away with murder, how to murder your husband and get away with it, how to how a spouse dies and you not get blamed for the murder. She listens to a lot of these educational podcasts, and she tried to look up how our show, and she could not find it on Stitcher. So Stitcher is the one for apparently murder how-tos. I'm not sure.
But you're on Anchor, and I use Castbox, but that's an Apple thing. So I have liked and subscribed to this show through Castbox.
Yep. And I got my wife with a Spotify account, which has less murder podcasts, which I like about that, especially kind of podcast.
Yeah, that's how I
listen
listen is on Spotify.
to. Yep. And she was able to find the show pretty quickly and sign up for it and listen to it. And if you're listening now, we need banana pudding more than once a year.
It's not a need; it's a want that developed into a
want.
need.
I don't want to be murdered.
If you murder him and you bring banana pudding, I will give you an alibi. That's how good the
That's
banana
fine.
pudding
It was-
is.
All right. This is the edit part of the show.
No, this is the end of the show because we're running late.
That's probably fine.
And it's nice because Matt doesn't have ice in his drinks.
The banana pudding is really that good. I will. You could do anything to Matt. You have an alibi.
It is really great because I brought some leftovers home this year because we made extra, and I split it with my daughter who likes it. And my son does not because he I don't know why he doesn't like banana pudding, but she liked it. She said she liked it more than mom.